Pregame here with Coach Newton. Coach, familiar foe out there for today, East Coast Eagles, a team that you match up with very well.
Yes.
Two similar squads facing each other today, dealing with a bit of an injury problem. Can you give us some updates as to who's in, who's out?
We're going with a short bench today. We got 9 forwards and 5 defensemen. We have 3 guys out still with a suspension last time we played the Richmond Generals, which is Wardier, Anderson, and Crilly, and Moyer. Ludman's going to dress today. We're going to see how he is, but he's coming off of an injury. Same thing with Ackerman. He's going to be dressing, but he's coming off of an injury. Richel's dressing, but he's coming off of an injury. Edgington's still out. Walsh is still out. The new guy that we just picked up, Logan Holtz, he's out with an upper body injury as well. So we're running a short bench. We had a great week in practice, though. We worked a lot on our conditioning coming off the break and stuff, so I'm pretty excited to see how the boys look today.
From a coaching standpoint, what can you say to a squad this depleted by injuries? What is the mentality that you want the players to have out there on the ice in terms of, you know there's a short bench, different expectations out of the norm for a lot of these kids. What's your expectation of these guys?
We got to keep it simple.
Yep.
And the KISS mentality, keep it simple, stupid. Gain the red line, put the puck in deep, run a passive forecheck. We got to run a 1-2-2. We can't go in there and run an aggressive forecheck, a 2-1-2. We got to be smart in that aspects of it. If one guy's already caught behind the puck, we got to start backpedaling. We don't want to put extra pressure on it so we get more than one guy caught, and then therefore we're having to back check and skate a little bit harder. Same thing in the defensive end with it being a big sheet out there. We can't go aggressive out there. We don't want to cover 100 foot of ice down there on the defensive side. So we got to keep it a nice tight passive box in the D zone, keep them to the outside, and wait for them to make a mistake. They're going to make a mistake. It's all about the game, and when they do that, we got to capitalize. The second thing with having the short bench, we got to keep our shifts extremely short. Typically we look at 35-45 seconds. We got to be looking at 25-35 seconds today. Get out there, work hard, get off the ice, and hopefully we stay disciplined so we can roll all 9 forwards and all 5D out there. So, is
there a strategy for a situation like this in your coaching style? Are the first 2 periods going to be, like you said, quick, and then you kind of keep the reserves there until the third period, or is it something that you're going to try and balance over all 3?
We want to balance, but like you said, first 2 periods have got to be quick. We got to see how the first 40 minutes go, and then once we see how that goes, we generate a new game plan for that last 20 minutes. Obviously, if we're up by a couple goals going into the third period, we're going to be seeing a completely different forecheck. If we're down by a couple goals going into the third period, we're going to have to go a little bit more aggressive to get the puck back on our stick.
You feel your power play has been improving, the efficiency, just the general overall look of it?
Oh, absolutely. We experimented with a couple different personnel and setups and stuff. We had a great week on Thursday with our power play. I want to say our power play unit had about 15 2-minute power plays on Thursday and came away with 8 or 9 goals. We've pulled away from what you guys typically see, which is the overload, and we're showing we're showing them options out of the box +1. We're showing them options out of the 1-3-1, and they're starting to buy into all the options. One thing that I don't like is because it's an option and the puck, when I draw it up, the line goes from here to there. They think they have to do it in the game. Every one pass should beat a penalty killer, and once we beat that guy, we have to start thinking attack.
Now that we're over the hump, the halfway point in this season, hopefully getting healthy and into the final stretch here past the holiday, who are you looking towards on this team to step up to be that player that's going to lead out on the ice? Has anybody emerged that you didn't expect? Are you getting continued effort out of the same people?
Well, we need effort out of the same people, but I'm really looking for my strike horses, Gerkes, Paquins, Keoghs, and Kaufmans, guys like that we haven't seen put the puck in the net, that haven't logged a lot of ice time. We're looking for those guys to step up. Every team that goes deep into playoffs or wins a championships has all forwards. Every forward line gets out there and produces. We have a lot of production right now out of our top 6. We don't have very much production out of our bottom 6. So we're looking for our bottom 6 guys to get out there, log a little bit more ice time in today's game, but ultimately popping a couple goals from time to time.
I seem to remember a couple of weeks ago we had a lot of unfamiliar faces on that score sheet. A lot of those energy guys chipping in goals and things like that. So it seems like they're slowly coming out of their shell, understanding the roles just a little bit more here and there.
Yep.
goaltending situation this weekend? Are we going to see a platoon, or are you going with one guy?
We're going with one guy. Parson had a great week in practice today, or this past week. He kept the puck out of the net, and he's becoming a lot more aggressive with his stick. When the puck gets in tight, he's not just going down into his butterfly. He's actually throwing a little bit more poke checks and knocking pucks off of people's sticks and such. So I would like to think that we're going to go with Parsons all game, but it is a game-to-game basis. I've got a lot of confidence and a good feeling that he's going to do great today. Therefore, we'll see him tomorrow, and hopefully we can roll him into the following weekend.
Perfect. Best of luck to you today.
Thank you.
Yep.
All right, we're here at the pregame with a familiar face that we haven't talked to in a while. And how's hunting season going there? Assistant coach Zach Creech.
Pretty good.
Yeah?
I told RJ I was going to wear it eventually. He gave me the approval, so I was like, you know what? It's been a couple weeks. Why not come back with a bang, right?
Hey, we approve. It's all right. We'll throw it in here. So we're at the halfway point of the season right now, and we're kind of halfway point. We're 50-50. We're at the 500 mark as far as the standings go. What is it that this team has to do? With the injuries just depleting you guys. You guys are going to be running a short bench tonight against East Coast. What is it that you guys have to do moving forward here to get over the hump and into a positive direction going into the home stretch towards playoffs?
Right. Well, it's like you just touched on about injuries. We got to get these guys back and stay healthy. But dealing with the injuries, running a short bench today, like you said, it's going to be, and I've said it before in the past, simple hockey. Today, that means that's so important for today more than usual. Because I think we got 9 forwards, 4.5 D or something like that, and it's going to be 60 minutes of hockey, and you're going to have to dig deep. It takes somewhat short shifts because everybody's going to get ice time today, and that's what everybody needs to realize. So they need to play unselfish, especially with their ice time, and just find a way.
Head coach Newton was talking with Brian Schrems a few moments ago. It sounds like you guys had a great set of practices this week, and things look good as far as kind of like I guess the spirits of the guys, given the fact that it is a short bench. But talk a little bit about this matchup here with East Coast. A team that you guys are currently tied with right now towards the basement of the South. But pretty much, if you could sweep out this weekend, you could be talking jumping up 2 spots. How important is this weekend for your guys' season?
That's, like you said, we're tied in standings pretty much, and if we can sweep the weekend, that does, positive things for us, and especially for the rest of the season as well. Just to start coming back from a 2-week break, and then if we could start out this weekend with 4 points, that's just an awesome way to get the rest of the season going.
So let me ask about special teams, though. What are you guys doing with special teams, being that you have a short bench? Of course, you're going to anticipate as much 5-on-5 play as possible, but say you get into the situations of the 5-on-4s or the 4-on-3s or who knows, the 3-on-3s. Any situation that you have to have your specialty guys out there, how are you guys operating with that? You guys are hovering around 70% with the penalty kill and just under 20% for the power play. So what is it that you guys need to do with a short bench to ensure you guys don't take it too far?
Discipline.
There you go. That's been the theme right now.
Common word, exactly. We say it a lot, and it's we don't say it just to hear ourselves talk. And I tell the guys that all the time. It's like you need to play smart. Don't play selfish. Actually, this Monday of practice, that was actually the first thing that Newt spoke about. He was like, you guys need to start playing, with a little more discipline. Stop being selfish. He told the team, he said, you guys are mentally weak right now.
Yeah.
He said, that's not good for this game. If you get, and we see it in practice, somebody will give somebody a shot, and sure enough, there's a little cross check or a tap, and it's like, come on, guys. Everybody knows whatever sport you play, how you practice, how you're going to play in a game. So, unfortunately, it happens in practice, and like you guys have seen, and we've seen all season, it spills over into the games, and it doesn't do anything but hurt us.
And we saw some of the, new kind of approaches from the coaching perspective on the whole discipline issue. We noticed some names will just disappear for a period or two, or maybe even for a few shifts, or maybe for 2 periods.
Right.
Some of the undisciplined guys that we had in the last few games, you guys have benched.
Yeah.
Now, how does that factor into the fact that you already have a short bench? Are you willing to go the distance with a even shorter bench?
That's something we'll definitely touch on before the game. Like I said earlier, everybody's going to get a lot of ice time today, but if you're going to go out there and make a stupid decision to hurt the team, short bench or not, you're going to be sitting on the bench. Yeah. That's how I feel about it. I know Newts will feel the same way. It goes down to that discipline thing. Stop being selfish. Just play the game and just be smart.
Now, one thing before we finally wrap this up here, Coach Newton had talked about some of his guys that he wants to see rising up to the ranks, like the Gerkes and the guys that are down at the grinder level and the third lines and that. Who are you looking towards to kind of step up their game in order to kind of lead this team through the adversity? I mean, obviously you look towards your captain like Gray, or you look towards one of the veteran players like Mikey Carr, but aside from those two and the grinder guys, who is it that you're hoping will stand out here in this weekend?
I know you said not talking about grinder guys, but first guy that steps out of my head is Jack Streichhardt.
Okay.
I think Andy spoke about him earlier. He's been, since we got a couple new guys into the lineup, somewhat late in the season, he's definitely out of the team. He's definitely brought his game up the most. He's been positive. He doesn't really get into the rough stuff anymore, even though I told him, there's certain games where I know Jack and he's a good chirper, and a lot of these guys, especially for Richmond, there's a couple guys on our team, it doesn't take them much to get them off their game. And I told Jack, I said, exactly. Yeah. I told Jack, hey, I think it's one of those times right now where you need to sort of be that antagonist and try to get some of these guys off their game and maybe give us a power play.
But he didn't. He drew the penalties. He didn't take the penalties, and he talked about that in the last Patriots playback. So great discipline work and great message you guys are communicating to him.
I was going to say Mac too. He's been playing great the last couple weeks. I mean, easily, just as an overall play, maybe not necessarily points, but just when he gets on the ice, it's a positive, play that he's given us, on the ice, off the ice. So I'm expecting that to continue as we start this journey for the rest of the season and push to the playoffs.
All right, people probably hear a bunch of screaming in the background. It's not the Patriots. That's the Prince William Hockey Club getting ready to go here. But
potential future Patriots.
Exactly. Right? We're going to bring them up to the ranks. Well, thanks for stopping by, and good luck this weekend. And if we don't talk to you before the holidays, have yourself a Merry Christmas.
Thank you, sir. You do the same.
All right. Assistant Coach Zach Creech. Good evening and welcome everybody to the Prince William Ice Center here in Woodbridge, Virginia. I'm David Stearns. Joined with me is Brian Schrems. Here as we get set for, a bit of a homecoming here. It's been a little bit of while. Just a couple of weeks off. We had the Richmond Generals the last go around and in a home and home, and now we're back here. Just trying to get through the second half of the season. We're just starting out that second half of the season with much depleted benches. You'll hear in our pregame comments with both coaches.
Yeah, much more than the test of the East Coast Eagles ahead of them today. It's a test of discipline. It's a test of following coach's instructions, as you will find out from the pregame interview. Shortened bench today for the Potomac Patriots, but a team that they match up with very well, a team that's in a similar position in the standings. The downside to that is they're going to come out flying today. They come out and fight, and they're going to need a big win here too. So good scrap here ahead of us.
Both teams at the second and third last positions in the Elite South, tied at 20 points. It's got to be a weekend sweep for somebody in order to make ground here to get towards the home ice advantage in the playoffs if you eventually want to get there in the long run. Because at this point, when you're talking that the top teams are up there in the 30 points and climbing up higher, it's all the difference maker right now as you go down to the last 22 games of the season.
Yeah, you got to keep pace over the course of the next two months here in order to try and get some sort of last-ditch effort to make the playoffs here. And we spoke with Coach a couple weeks ago, and he said if this team is healthy, they can turn some heads. They can make a few surprises here and there if they make the playoffs. But health is the key to this whole thing. And this team, over the past 3 years that we've been covering them, is just they need a rabbit's foot.
Yeah, and also, some of the roster changes that kind of took everybody by surprise are some of the names that have stepped away from the organization for personal reasons. So, we are now without Medeiros on the other side of the season. We're without Maltz and Addison as well. And those are the three that we've lost now permanently. And now we have injuries still with Ian Edgington. We have injuries with Connor Ackerman, Nick Ludeman, and who am I missing?
Suspensions, we have a couple.
Well, we're also missing Jonas Glad has left the team as well.
Yep.
And Addison and also Liam Walsh with the injury. And I'm sorry, the name you said was
suspensions.
Oh, with the suspensions with Anderson. Yep. And Crilly.
He'll be back tomorrow.
And Moyer. And one more.
Wadier.
Thank you. So I think we got it all. Those are the guys that are missing from the roster. I think we've done a pretty good job of bringing them all to the front here. So what we have left on the ice now, we have a call up from Garrett Newton from the Empire team. He'll be joining the team this evening and this weekend, of course. But 14-man roster is what we're. Let's not talk too much about the comments that Coach has made, but we'll work our way into that. But from our impression here, this team is going through a bit of an identity crisis. We have this Logan Holtz just joining the team. he is out with an upper body injury from something that had occurred during practice this past week.
It's just you're really testing the resiliency of these players, the patience of these players, and the determination of these players. And this is something where an excellent coach will come in and get the job done. Coach Newton is talking good things, which, you know, you get that vibe that he has what it takes to get these guys rounded up, get their heads on straight, get them where they need to be over the next 2 months.
Well, let's step aside now. Let's get the pregame comments from Coach Newton and Coach Creech on where they think things are going and how things are going and what their approach is for this weekend's games against East Coast. And we'll rejoin you right back here as we get set just a few minutes in here for warm-up. So stay tuned. Here's the pregame comments from the coaches. Virginia, David Stearns and Brian Schrems here as we get set for the opening face-off between the East Coast Eagles and your Potomac Patriots. We go to John Bernowski with the or so we thought.
At center, number 24, Eric Rowe. Frank. At left defense, number 18, Tyler Roman. At right defense, number 20, Justin Adebayo. And in goal, number 32, Eric Ziegler. Coaching the Eagles is Jocelyn Langwall.
Men and women around the world protecting us here at home and our freedoms, we thank you. Our starting goaltenders brought to you by MyTech Automotive, keeping your car road ready for the winter roads ahead. It's mytechautoinc.com for more details. Schrems, who do we got starting in goal?
East Coast 3-4 on the season, a 3.63 goals against average.
Who?
That's Eric Ziegler.
Oh.
And I believe we saw him the last time they were in town not too many weeks ago. His opponent on the other end, Brian Parsons, 3-1 on the season, a 2.64 goals against and a 9.05 save percentage. Your MyTech Automotive starting goaltenders.
Rock and roll, feel the soul. Here we go. Opening face-off as we start the second half of this 2014-2015 season. For your Potomac Patriots, LaCour is your referee.
Good hockey name.
As we have a penalty box door wide open at the East Coast side, it's Poling.
Already starting, huh?
Poling and Peyton are your linesmen as we get underway here. off, one back by the Patriots. I beg your pardon, that's Perrynick. It's not Peyton, it's Perrynick is the linesman. And now it's Turchetic through center. Turchetic across the line, on his backhand, along the half boards, down to the corner, trying to feed it to the front. He finds Gray. Gray in on goal. Ziegler to save the rebound on his backhand, off the side of the net. Swept back behind the goal. Turchetic trying to fight for it now. Goes off over to the far half boards as Gensler keeping it in. Nice getting it away from Frank there. Oh, I forgot about these jerseys. Rome turns it over, and here's a chance now waiting for get back on side was Mikey Carr. Back for Gensler, who I'm guessing is going to be playing back on the defense, as we are down to 4 defenseman Shrems.
Be a tough game for these Potomac Patriots today. Quick changes per Coach Andy Newton in the pregame. Wants these guys on and off the ice pretty quick, creating some sort of energy reserve for the third period.
Short shifts they will be going through in this contest. And those of you that were lucky enough to watch the pregame, we did have comments from Coach Creech and head coach Andy Newton. So check it out. Bucket. Oh, what a hit there. Now Gerke carries on here, putting on some forecheck there as he'll back away. Losing his bucket there. That was number 38, Michael Bunn. And now it's Tomajanovic. Tomajanovic with it now. Onside he goes over to the half boards, dropping it off there. And it's picked up by Ustorf. Ustorf sending it over to the far side. Along the half board. Speed to the front. Nobody there. Goes well wide. Over to the near side now, being chased by Stephen Gerke. Gerke will pinch it out. Back, and here's Nick Ludeman. Long time no see. Ludeman near circle on his backhand, trying to feed it to the front, but it was cut off on its route by Ryan McDonald. And a cross ice feed over to Tomajanovic. He's got some open ice. He loses his footing, takes it in onside, trying to feed it to the front. He had a couple of guys breaking towards the net, but he couldn't find them, and that was Damian Tenuta. Tenuta is going to get it. Far circle with a shot and a save there by Parsons. It's the Patriots with Doc Gensler pinching up high into the play. Across the line he goes. He has it poked away. And it's going to be chased down there by Spencer Keogh along the far boards, but it's poked by the Eagles and shoveled out into the neutral zone. And it'll be LaFleur with it now. LaFleur dropping it back with a shot from Ricciardi that just goes wide. Off to the far corner, and out. Patriots will take it out in the neutral zone with Doc Gensler. Rockets this one in on Ziegler, and Ziegler makes a save and steers it off over to the near corner. Over to the far corner it goes now. D-to-D action for the East Coast Eagles. Leading the breakout along the right wing as the Eagles are going left to right. Patriots going right to left on your radio dial. In front of his own bench along the far wing as it's cleared in, and the Patriots get some changes. As now it's Matt Miller along the near side, missing everybody here. No icing. Mendoza was ruled to have played, or had the opportunity to play it rather, as now it's Nick Gray back with it behind the goal line as we go to the 17-minute mark of this period. No score. East Coast in town. Mikey Carr feeds it to the front with a shot on his backhand on a one-time setup for Nick Gray, but it's foiled by the keeper, Ziegler. Eric Ziegler from Chicago, Illinois, gracing us with his presence between the pipes for East Coast, and Brian Parsons from California.
Pat's coming out hot here the first couple minutes.
I believe he's from California. I could have just made that up.
Sounded good to me.
Sure. Sorry, you had a thought.
Oh, yeah. You were talking for 3 straight minutes. Good back and forth. Well,
here's a shot and a save. Ziegler making another one there. Nice pressure up front by Turchenik. Short shifts I'm going to be very interested in seeing. Doc Gensler still out there. The pregame, they're going to pretty much run McDonald.
McDonald's going to log about 25 minutes of ice tonight, huh?
Yeah. Those are some very NHL-worthy numbers. Here comes Jordan Hall with a shot and a save there by Brian Parsons. And Hall goes down after the shot. As it comes up top for Rommel, who takes the point shot, and it gets blocked by Doc Gensler, and it's way to the net. Turchenik is going to have to dipsy-daddle his way back, and he'll push his way to the blue line, but Ustorf got in the way of that. Now he'll go back there, Doc Gensler to chase. And it's cleared out in the neutral zone. A bouncing puck, and Rommel almost gets run over there. As it comes back across the Patriots line, Nick Gray having a little bit of trouble there. And it's sent over to Gensler along the near side corner as he scoops it back behind his tender. Picking it up, McDonald along the near side wall for Mikey Carr. Carr looking for some options. He'll find it to the outside there as he feeds it through center. Turchenik tried to deflect it down for the long toss for the change, but East Coast will help assist with that and duck back into their own zone. Give center red. Dumping it off over to the far half boards inside the Patriots zone. Patriots having some pressure here put on by East Coast with a shot, and Parsons makes a save. Quite a bit of activity there.
Jordan Hall is going to be a marked man here for the East Coast Eagles. 20 games, 30 points on the season. He is averaging over a point per game. Maybe they double up on him.
Want the latest in Potomac Patriots news, stats, and scores? Visit them at PotomacPatriots.net. You can also get live updates sent to your mobile device by downloading Team App and searching Potomac Patriots. Face-off one around over to the near side, and it's East Coast maintaining control here now. It's Garrity keeping it in there for the moment. Steven Gerke trying to push it along the boards. He gets support from the back there by Justin Mendoza, who has it stolen away and pushed away by Jordan Spisak. Well, it finds its way back onto the tape of Mendoza. Over to the near side wall, it's Gerke who has it in his feet, but he'll push it into the neutral zone off the blade there for Melise. Melise will clear it in. And down there with the attack is Jack Strykars. Of course, you heard comments from Coach Creech saying that Strykars is the guy he picks to be the kind of breakout player that needs to perform a bit.
We've seen him both levels. The first time we came in and covered this organization, he was down at the Empire. Was the standout player for the Pats at the Empire level, and
he's doing a fine job, though.
He is. Fine job. Workhorse, gets down and dirty inside the zone. I don't know which.
Now the face-off will be to the right of Eric Ziegler. No relation to the general manager, RJ. We don't think. It's a possibility. Anything's possible, right? That's up to the blue line, not kept in. It's tapped out by East Coast on another attempt there as moves over to the far half wall. Doc Gensler getting ahead of his man. Goes over to the near side corner for Kevin McDonald. K-Stash putting it back behind the net there for Doc. For a clear out, but it does not get written as East Coast puts it on the backhand and it goes high into the glass behind Brian Parsons. Patriots looking to exit here. And that is not what the doctor ordered. Tenuta on his backhand trying to feed it to the front, and it's a bouncer. Just misses the far post of the net. East Coast maintaining control. It's Damian Tenuta going to town there. Along those far boards. Namajanovic with it now. Away by Spencer Keogh in a double-up effort there, but it'll be cleared out into the ceiling here at the Prince William Ice Center by Kevin McDonald. Potomac.
I'll go. Give yourself a breather here, man.
Go for it.
Last time these two teams met here at the Prince William Ice Center, November 1st and 2nd, split weekend. Pats took the first game 3-2. East Coast followed up their loss with a win 5-2.
Leading the breakout there. Stick on its way over to the near wing. And Carr's going to have to back it up into his own zone. And now he's going to put it in drive and try to push it to the neutral zone. Still not out. Levere keeping it in. A nice hard check there. That's got to be Mendoza. Indeed it was. And now Levere is hurt. He is trying to get up. I think he might have gotten a stinger on that one. It looked like he went hip to hip. So he is off the ice. So we'll keep an eye on him as the Patriots lead the breakout now with Nick Gray. Nick Gray pushing it ahead, playing it towards him. His own stick there. He tried to chase it down as he got it past a few players, but Ziegler reached out with the paw and held on with 12:56 left here in the first. 0-0 score. Potomac Patriots hockey is proudly sponsored by Bill Hutzler and Pat Ensley. And WICE.com for the Prince William Ice Center, 5180 Dale Boulevard, Woodbridge, Virginia.
Nick Gray leading the way here this season, 20 points on the year. Mikey Carl right behind him with 19, and Mr. Turchenik with 14.
Naturally.
Having himself a good first season here with Potomac.
Certainly.
We've seen the development here at the North American style. However, it is a nice little homecoming for him with the Olympic-sized rink here.
Of course.
A little bit bigger and wider than you see in Europe.
And this one not being rolled in icing as it goes back as McDonald will put it on his backhand over to the far boards for Melise. Melise up out in the middle of open ice, kept in there by not Tomajanovic. It's a 2-5, not a 3-5. Kowalczyk, but here comes the chance now for the Patriots, and Jack Strykars breaking to the net. Almost had a nice setup there by Steven Gerke. Nice steal there by McDonald. Back there to recover the line. And now he's back at his post as Stephen Gerke gets bumped off the puck there by Garrity. And it's taken away, and now we may have...
No.
Okay, well, Jocelyn Langlois was looking for it.
That was a little delayed on the fall there. I think it was looking...
Feet to the front there. Oh, my goodness. Wow.
Sorry about that.
Point shot, Nick Ludeman's rocket goes wide.
Like you said, a good familiar face to have back in the lineup. Nick Ludeman, probably well received in that locker room right now.
And it's Mendoza with a set of wheels. Taking it deep there. Fuller will pick it up, though, on the dump in. So it goes back over to that far corner. East Coast looking for an open lane. They do find it. And it goes on to the tape there.
Hip check.
Of Makarov and a hip check attempt there. Man, those things never fail to excite, don't they?
Very few defenders have a knack for leading with the hip check. Mendoza can do it.
Well, I'm gifted with something
Best
that
as
lends
any.
itself to it. And that was high school for me.
Oh, yeah. You were one of those guys, eh?
Throw it out there. You got it. Use it. Ain't that right, Shepard? Now out through center. Parsons. Well, although he was a goalie and he had to use it very often. He worked his butt off. Apodaca now at center. Feeding it ahead now. It's Tenuta. Tenuta working around. Doc Gensler trying to take a shot. It's loose up in the slot. Sticked away, but a point shot there. And a save by Parsons. The rebound gobbled up. And we got some pushing and shoving, and the whistle's going like it's a parade.
These two teams aren't scrappers. If this were Richmond, it'd be a line brawl right now. And 7 ejections
I
and
love that rivalry, huh?
et cetera. But these two teams, mild-mannered teams, good skill amongst the both of them. They match up quite evenly with one another.
And another missed call there. I hate to say
That might have been a trip.
Yeah, that one was definitely a trip or a cross-check at that. Feed to the front, Turchenik interrupting it. We have an error. And now it's feed up top. There, Apodaca spinning it around, keeping it in. The Patriots getting worked around here inside their own zone. Turchenik trying to steal it away. Trying to put it up along the boards, but in the way of that one was Tomajanovic. Tomajanovic with it now. Looking, trying to get around Turchenik again. Turchenik gives it right back to Tomajanovic. Up top to the point to clear out, but it's not out, and a point shot results.
Got it clear.
Finally, it goes down to Mikey Carr in the neutral zone. Can this be a breakout the other way? Yes, it is. It's Turchenik coming in on goal, takes a shot, and a perfect screen shot, but a better save by Eric Ziegler. 10:04, halfway through the first period, no score.
Pats were trapped in the zone there for a good minute and a half, almost 2 minutes. Couldn't get anything going in their favor. Nice breakout, though, by Mikey Carr and Turchenik. And Turchenik used the defender as a screen, put it right through his legs, but Ziegler up to the task. But nonetheless, this has been a very fast-moving, spirited first period on both accounts.
Patriots Hockey is proudly sponsored by the Spina Joint Institute of Fairfax, Virginia. Visit sjinstitute.com to learn how to schedule your appointment with Dr. Felix Yeskin or Dr. Maria Schaefer today. And it's fed over to the near side. Gerke across the blue line. Onside he goes. He takes this shot, and Ziegler. Whoa! What a blistering shot. Let's stick that a play by Ziegler. And we'll throw out another plug here for the Prince William Hockey Club and the Potomac Prospects. Visit pwhockey.com to learn more about these great development and youth hockey programs. Check out their Facebook pages too.
Got a win before here. We were watching the game.
Yeah, very exciting hockey. And it's over to the near side now. It's great. You might see some future Potomac Patriots out there for the Prince William Hockey Clubs and Patriots.
Got them now. It's easy to.
Take care of your own, right? Garrett Newton trying to poke that one away. Here comes a chance now. Across the line they go. It's the East Coast Eagles trying to feed it to the front. There was Jordan Spisak, but he gets taken to task in the corner. And now digging for it there. Jack Strykars will find it free, but he'll have to go. Kyle Levere, who is back out there after that. I guess he probably got a Charlie horse on that hit from Mendoza just a few moments ago. And now Melise is going to fight for it. It's Spisak, but it's poked away. And a turnaround shot. And now we're going to have a call here. One of the boxes is going to be Garrett Newton for taking out Spisak up front.
Called up from the Empire squad. A much needed presence out there on the ice. Another body just to, it's going to relieve the lack of players making an appearance in today's game. Be quick towards the end of the game. You know, they're going to be gassed, so it might not be a bad idea to get up early here on the East Coast Eagles. Patriots penalty kills are powered by Reebok. Visit ReebokHockey.com
For the latest in gear, or check out the live or the selection here in the Pro Shop here at the Prince William Ice Center. Garrity's trying to poke it along there. He'll get it. Trying to get around Doc Gensler. Gensler hauls him down. The Eagles looking for a 5-on-3. They won't get it there as Jordan Hall's trying to kick it away. Garrity reaches in now. He finds it up top, trying to find it to Rommel. He does get it eventually as it's deflected by Mikey Carr. And it's off in the corner for Jordan Hall again. Hall over to the near side, half boards for Ustrov. Ustrov on his backhand, to his forehand, trying to take a shot. Mikey Carr takes him down. Will finish the job and clear it down the length of the ice. Ziegler out to set it up for Rommel, but it goes out of his reach. It goes up the near side boards, inside neutral for Jordan Hall. Tried to get it in deep there, tried to carry it in at least, and couldn't get past Mendoza. A bouncing puck goes onto the stick of Bunn, now up top for Ustrov. A hand being thrown up because they thought he was being held onto. Rommel taking a shot. Once again, Jordan Hall's throwing his hands up. Actually, Mendoza stole a sticker from him. What is he doing? Well, he's without his twig. His twig's along the far half boards. Feet to the front there. It's in the paint, and Parsons will find it, and he holds on. Mendoza, do you know which stick is yours?
I don't think it matters. Who was it? It was Bobby Ryan who stole Mikko.
Interesting rule we'd have to find out about. Matt Fuller trying to get a hold of it there, but Doc Gensler gets it. Garrett Newton in the box. Gensler took that one, and it's a stinger, and he is hurt. He is doubled over. He's going to try to stick it out here. We're back to 5 aside. Parsons making the save, and he holds on. And Gensler is hurt. He is getting.
Oh, playing great so far here in the first period, just up and down the ice. I'll make sure he just gets himself a quick rest here, but only a quick rest. He's healthy. He's going to get back out there. Had a nice addition to this team. He certainly has. This one.
The high glass not out, kept in there by Kowalchuk. Now it's finally cleared out on another attempt as Garrity will pick it up back at his own line. That ahead immediately now, trying to find it over as Makarov. They cleared up to the blue line and out. Kowalchuk's going to knock it right back in as Mendoza will chase it back behind Parsons. He had a forechecker on him there. And now it's the Patriots' Spencer Keogh who gets punished, absolutely punished. But he gets the better of them, and he'll clear it deep inside there for J.C. Paquin. Paquin could not get there. Paquin, I beg your pardon. Let me get that pronunciation down. Paquin, I've been calling him Paquin all year. And now Makarov with a point shot through traffic, blocked. I believe his own player blocked it. It was Jordan Hall. Hall feeds it to the front on his backhand. He scores. That's a...
No, I don't think.
He's going to confer. I believe that was a goal.
It was a goal, yeah. But we'll see what the.
It was left wide open there in the goal mouth, and coming around, he knocked it in on his backhand.
Yeah, net wasn't off at that point.
Yeah. So we're going to have that one. Either. I mean, it was clearly an open opportunity. Net was knocked off, and it was more of an after-the-fact type of deal anyway. But 1-0 East Coast, 6:08 left here in the first, just like that. I mean, the Patriots, dealing with Doc Gensler was doubled over there in pain. He's back out there. It looks like it's his right hand because he was shaking it there for a second. Getting the stinger.
36, Jordan Hall, assisted by number 46, Alex Makarov, and number 24, Eric Rowe.
Here's the call. Oh, and that was a hard smash. chased down there by the man he had just slashed. That is Aaron Rome. He's going to shadow him too, I'm sure. He's going to try to find him and make him pay for it, but now it's cleared out. And it's going to be Stayhill, I beg your pardon, was the person who was slashed, not Rome. And now Jordan Hill. Power play, crossicefeed.com. For more details, we are your DC Metro Region sports broadcasting team. Send us an email, contact at crossicefeed.com, or send us a tweet on Twitter at crossicefeed. 5:14 left here in the first. Patriots get their first crack at it here on the power play. East Coast went 0 for 1 on their opportunity. Now the Patriots looking to go up, or to tie this one, and hit the reset button before they go into the dressing room.
Operating at 17.1% with the man advantage. Got to get that number up here, fellas. Gensler on the point. McDonald, is that over there? Yes, it is.
Yeah.
It's pretty standard
Usual
setup.
suspects, yeah.
Pretty standard setup.
Turchenik up front, along with Nick Gray and Mikey Carr. Yeah.
It's hard to argue with.
No matter. Potomac Patriots are partly sponsored by Threads Inc. of Dumfries, Virginia, locally owned and operated. Threads Inc. specializes in screen printing and sports embroidery for all sorts of garment wear. Visit threads-inc.com or call 703-441-1271. McDonald will set it up back behind there for Gray, who comes in and take her away. It's the captain across the blue line inside the Eagles territory. Still with it. Still with it. Now he drops it off along the half court for Carr. Carr with a return pass down to the corner. And he'll get a return pass as it goes up top to the point. Gensler with a rocket of a pass down there for Gray, but it isn't poked away. And Turchenik down there to support as it goes to Mikey Carr. Up top of the blue line there. Down low again. A lot of cycling, but no shooting. Up top, Gensler. Point shot, glove saved by Ziegler. 4:27 left here in the first. 1:13 on the man advantage. 1-0 East Coast.
Turchenik was in front there. It's a good body to have in front. Nice tall guy, but Ziegler saw it all the way.
Shoot the puck was the mantra from the coaches before this contest, and telling the guys to take more chances. Shorter shifts, more chances. Get a lot done in as little time as possible, I guess.
Keep those point shots low, though, trying to get a deflection up front.
It's taken away there by Kowalchuk. Kowalchuk got in the way of that, and he's going to kill some time down there with 1 minute to kill. An East Coast penalty to Jordan Hall for boarding. Along the near side now, taking some time here is Mikey Carr. Looking for options as he sends it down to the corner, gets a return pass from Nick Gray. Up top, Gensler being shadowed there, so he gives it off to Carr. Down low, Gray stepping in, looking for an option up front, and no friendlies were there to gun it home as East Coast got their stick on it, and they get another stick on it to clear down the length of the ice.
Coach said they've been working a lot on the power play this week. They've been doing their set plays. It seems like they were trying to get something going there with the fake shots, passes, things like that, but nothing going with that first unit.
Now another chance here with 20 seconds on a breakout. 3:35 left here in the first. Power play winding down. A side angle shot there, deflecting off back behind the dasher and over to the near side now. That's Mikey Carr feeding it down low with a shot that's saved by Ziegler. A one-time setup with Turchenik. Turchenik now. He'll put it back behind the cage for Gray. Time winding down here. And now it's a setup to the circle, and it's deflected out. And both teams go 0 for 1 on their man advantages. 3:10 left here in the first. East Coast with a 1-goal lead, 1-0.
There was no change there whatsoever during that
set up front. Oh, what a one-time setup. It went off the post. Sorry about that, partner.
That's all right. I was just saying there's no change there whatsoever. The original guys at the two-man advantage, or the 2-minute advantage, is still out there. This is a 2+ minute shift for them.
And it's Jordan Hall trying to get a hold of it there, but stolen away by Mikey Carr. Carr, 2:40 left here in the first. Set up to the front, and it was stolen away by Bunn. And it's gunned out through there as it's gloved down and taken away. And across the line with a drop pass up top for Rommel. Rommel trying to take his pass down for a backdoor setup, but it's the Patriots blocking every opportunity, but they left it there. Melise couldn't get a hold of it. Wide open, far post, but nobody there for the Eagles. And it's cleared back down low. And that's Ustroff. And it's being chased down there by Jordan Hall, who sets it up to the front. Ustroff left all alone. Apodaca with the point shot. Goes off in the glass. Feeds to the front. They score! Oh, wow. What a shot and what a goal.
Is that Jordan Hall?
Jordan Hall playing it off of Parsons and in. 2-0 Eagles. 2:03 left here in the first.
Hall was at a terrible angle on that one. Just almost completely in line with the net there on the red line.
That's how I scored my first goal, by the way.
Well, you always went for the fancy, didn't you?
Yeah, that was when I was a winger way back in the day. Wow.
Saved yourself. And that kid has a knack for the net. 2 goals here tonight. That makes 32 on the season in 21 games.
Yeesh.
36. Assisted by number 38, Michael Vaughn. And number 48, Jacob Ustroff. That's all from Vaughn and Ustroff.
All Bud and Ustroff are the names on that one. And Gerke trying to bring his team within one. Takes a shot. Ziegler to save. Take the shot.
Take the shot. Nothing cute.
1:37 left here in the first. 2-0 East Coast. You want to follow your Potomac Patriots? Check them out on Twitter at Potomac Patriots. Tweet your support by using hashtag PPATS. Also, send us your tweets at Cross Ice Feed. And it's one off over to the corner. It's Paquin trying to find it. Paquin and Keogh trying to work together down low there. It's Fuller who will find it. Can't get it past Keogh. And it's worked down low. Up top it goes. Worked there by Nick Kaufman. Sent along the near post. Trying to go short side. Come on. Defeat to the front. Ziegler to save. And another save there. Paquin is tackled in the crease by Fuller. Over the near side now. McDonald pinching way into the play with 1:08 left here in the first. East Coast with a 2-goal lead. Nick Kaufman trying to keep it in there. They go body instead as we go. Oh, blue line to blue line is Rome. As it set it up to center red there. Almost. No.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Six. Nope. Nobody's gonna catch it. He stood out there for
There may have been at least 7 out there at one point.
for about 10 seconds, Stremsy. As we come down to 40 seconds left here. Garrity, far circle, trying to take a shot. Spencer Keogh had him tied up. And now it's Genson trying to push his way to the front there as he gets taken down. We will have a call. And, almost another. Oh boy, so it's a tripping call. With 26.5 seconds left here in the first. 2-0 East Coast. Sorry about that, buddy. As it'll be Jordan Spisak sitting for 2 or less.
I'm going to go on a limb here and say a goal in the next 26.5 seconds would be a huge uplift to this team going into the first intermission. They look good on their last man advantage. They cycled the puck well. Got a good couple of scoring opportunities. Just got to find a way to bury it. Turchenik almost had one. A beautiful cross-ice pass from Nick Gray.
Speaking of cross-ice, it's a cross-ice feed power play. Check us out, crossicefeed.com. We are your DC Metro region sports broadcasting extraordinaires. Doc Gensler back inside of his own zone. Almost turning it over. And he gets crushed in the hole. There it is. Break. 2-0 East Coast in this elite USPHL contest.
Ackerman in uniform on the ice tonight, not playing, but trying to get his legs back a little bit. Tell us about how the past couple months have been going. It's been a long time since you've been out here.
Yeah, it's been a rough road. Last year was tough, and this year again, it was a brutal one. But even worse about it is last year I knew I was out 3 to 4 months, and this year it's like 4 to 6 weeks, 6 to 8 weeks, 8 to 10 weeks. Now it's been like 9, I think, so far. So it's just tough. Like when you think you can get out there, but you just can't. So I'm just rehabbing 3 to 4 days a week, trying to get back full strength.
What's the rehab process like for you? I mean, is it minor stuff right now, or are you getting into the full brunt of it to where you're going to be back on the ice here in the next couple of next month or so?
the past couple weeks when I started like 3 weeks ago, it was smaller stuff. But this past week, before I came down here, it was heavy stuff, like trying to jump, trying to run, trying to get off my foot, just like getting my calf strength back and everything, like my hip, calf, everything. So I think I'm gonna try to be back. I want to be back for the Florida Showcase, obviously, go down to Florida. But if not, I'm definitely gonna go down with the boys anyways. But I definitely want to be back after Christmas break. That's like the main goal, to be fully healthy by then.
Kind of depleted right now in the injury department, shorthanded here. From your perspective on the bench, what are these guys looking to do here in the second period to try and get one back?
Yeah, it's tough with a small bench. We have like 3 defensemen and all these people leaving lately and stuff happening, new kids coming in. It's tough, but I mean, they just have to get the pucks deep, like turnovers at the blue line. That's the biggest thing. Like, that's a gray area, Want to turn pucks over there, the puck will be in the back of your net. So we just gotta get pocket, and we're good in their offense in their offensive zone, and that's where we need to be, and we just need to get pucks deep.
Best of luck in the rehab. See you soon.
Thank you.
Back up to you, Stearns.
Welcome back to Patriots hockey. As we are about to get the second period underway, Patriots are down 2 goals, 2-0.
Ooh.
Little Scorpions to intro things here, as we have 1:34 on a man advantage, carrying over. The guilty party, Jordan Spisak, still sitting down for 1:34 or less for his East Coast Eagles, who have the 2-goal advantage. Potomac looking to claw their way back into this one here as they try to make a successful run at the second half. Maybe we can catch Ian Edgington for the second period intermission if you want to talk to all the injured players. I mean, we have an endless list. So as we get set here, penalty kill, discussing some things for the East Coast Eagles at center ice. Patriots power play, not talking to each other exactly. Well, now Gray is just kind of barking out the orders. He's going to lead this one.
So McDonald at forward now?
It looks like he's going to be playing up in this one, yeah. Carr and Gensler on the back. Turchenik, Gray, and McDonald up front. So we keep hitting repeat on the iPod. Coach Newton having a conversation with LaCour, the referee. We are patching up some things in front of Eric Ziegler, who has seen 14 shots in that first period, has not let one past just yet.
And they kept him busy, that's for sure. The first 3-4 minutes of the game was all Potomac. They were relentless on their attack. And
it's that relentless attack there.
are you okay?
I had a mild stroke or something. I don't know.
Condition?
I think so. All right, well, face off at center ice. Things are all patched up here. And it's underway as East Coast wins it, and they send it down the length of the ice. Patriots bench was slapping their sticks. They were ready to go there. And now it's Parsons doing all the work back there. Clearing it off over to the near corner. And now it's Levere. Neutral, coming back shorthanded with a try and a shot deflecting out of play. Patriots forgot that they're starting this one with a man advantage.
They got to get themselves established inside that zone. Got to make the most of this situation here. Big opportunity to get back in it. At least get the momentum swinging in your favor a bit.
We got a one-man army. You're going to go in on this one. And that's one back by Turchenik over to the corner. Finding it for Nick Gray. Now back behind his keeper is Kevin McDonald, setting things up. We're going to lead the charge here is Levere. It's going to be the forechecker here, and he's doing a heck of a job there. And now finally with Mikey Carr, far wing. Backhands it deep, goes over to the near side now for McDonald. McDonald scooping it down low for Carr. Carr into the corner he goes. Up top, McDonald over to Gensler. Back over for McDonald with a shot. Ziegler makes a save. He juggles the rebound but holds on.
Yeah, nobody in front on that one. Ziegler had an easy time seeing it the whole way. They got to get some bodies in front of the net. The Pats refuse to make a change with the man advantage. They are running with the same guys.
19:06 left here in the second period. 2-0 East Coast. 40 seconds left on the man advantage. They're going to go full 2 minutes with the same guys.
Did that the last time too. Spilled over to almost 3 minutes. It's a 3-minute shift as they
It's impressive. Oh, and a shot there. Ziegler to save the rebound. Came down for Turchenik, but he couldn't slam it home as he gets taken down from behind. No call there as he got hooked up. And East Coast trying to clear it up. McDonald staying on the boards there to keep it in. Turchenik setting it up for Kerr with a shot. It goes wide. And now we'll have a stoppage of play for whatever reason. And
the net's off by about a millimeter.
About a millimeter. Yeah, that is quite a substantial reason there to call off the play.
It's a rocket of a shot, though.
It was a beaut.
Nice keep by McDonald at the point. He pinched. If he didn't keep that puck in, it was going to be an ugly situation going the other way. But he did his job, cut the puck, and got Turchenik. Turchenik set up Gray. I think that wasn't the shot from the point. It was just a hair wide, but nonetheless.
Stay tuned for the Karuba collision at the end.
Towards the end of the game, I'm waiting to see somebody drop the body here. We're not sure why this face-off is outside.
The goaltender who knocked it off.
Yeah, that was a questionable call there. Now we will have the face-off inside, but that's time off of the man advantage.
It is.
Coach Newton was calling for a question as to why it was outside. It looked like Ziegler backed into the net to knock it off on that shot.
He did. It came off the boards, and his right skate hit the right post.
Mind blown. Face-off. Devin Melise will take it now. We do get a change on that peak unit there. It's all the way back down the length of the ice. 18:30 left here in the second. 2-0 East Coast. The Patriots are going 0 for 2. Their man advantage jizz tonight. Nick Ludmit trying to get away from a check there. Takes it over to the near side now. Spins it out front on his back and trying to spinning it around there was Devin Melise. And it's poked away by East Coast. He caught him with his leg, and that will be a tripping call or a knee. And Stephen Gerke will be sitting for tripping.
I don't know.
Oh, a knee. I beg your pardon. So it was a knee. 18:08 left here in a second. 2-0 East Coast. They're looking to increase their lead by 3. As always, Potomac Patriots penalty kills are powered by Reebok. Visit ReebokHockey.com for the latest in gear or check out the selection in the pro shop here at the Prince William Ice Center. Face off to the left of Brian Parsons' project. Up at center, right, it's picked up there by Captain Nick Gray, who touch it back there for Kevin McDonald, who will launch this one into outer space and all the way down to the Eagles zone. Eagles coming out now. He soars that one over on the far wing there. Trying to set it up to the front there. Jordan Hall will have it back behind the cage. Hall having a bit of a time there with Kevin McDonald, who tries to clear it past Garrity, but Garrity will keep it in front of his own bench. Over to the top, over to the near circle, over to the far circle with a shot to save there by Parsons. Following it from point to point, and he tracks that one down with no rebound coming. 1:15 left to kill on Gerke's penalty. 17:23 left here in a second. 2-0. Here's your score in favor of East Coast here in this USPHL Elite contest. Be sure to stay tuned after this one for the Empire tilt between these two organizations. Ricciardi with a point shot does not make its way, as Fuller will have it as the Patriots try to clear it through open ice. Fuller dropping it off for Ricciardi. Ricciardi's shot goes wide. The rebound feed to the front there. They love to play those bounces now since they saw what Jordan Hall did from behind the net. That just about did it, right? As this one goes off the heel of East Coast and out.
One of his 2 goals on the evening.
Yeah.
Is a marked man. 32 points in 20 games. That'll warrant some attention on the ice.
Is it about 1.7 points per game? Yeah, that's...
Well, it's about 1.7 points per game. Oh, I'm David Stearns, human calculator here.
I got no.
1.7 points per game.
Down. Excel does amazing things. McDonald for East Coast. Ryan McDonald will try to chase it down, and it's cleared up with a high stick. And face-off will be coming all the way down to the East Coast zone. 31 seconds left to kill. On the Patriots penalty, Patriots Hockey is sponsored by Mid-County Physical Therapy. Their hands-on techniques, programs, and equipment promotes faster recovery and full return to peak performance. Call 703-763-3922 or visit midcountypt.com for more information. And it's East Coast now holding on to it. Taking their time here as the time is winding down on their second man advantage. They're 0 for 1 tonight. Ricciardi being challenged there by Blaze. Now Ricciardi pushing it to the Patriots line and over. And he'll curl back to the point with 5 seconds left on the man advantage. Ryan McDonald putting it down low. He'll find Tomajinovic, who feeds it to the front, nobody home. Kirky out of the box. Going in there into his own zone to support to get that puck out and get some offense going here as he deflects it out. I beg your pardon, that was not him. That was Nick Ludman. It's good to see him back out there on the ice. I thought we were going to see him more at a limited role. Been out there more than I expected. Ryan McDonald across the line. Feeds it ahead there, trying to find it under the tape of Tomajinovic.
There he is.
Chance for Nick Gray. Gray across the line. In alone on goal. He takes a shot. He scores! Is Rusty still in the Navy? They cut East Coast lead down by 1. 15:39 left here in the second.
Communication on the back end there for the East Coast, and Nick Gray took full advantage of it. It kind of caught him in the change there, it looked like. But Nick Gray isn't going to miss much on the breakaway, that's for sure. But, much needed here for Potomac. Killing off that penalty. Kirky came flying out of the box. Got right back in the play, and this team is within 1.
Nick Gray recording his 14th goal for his 21st point on the season. He's at a point per game pace. Make fun of me, will ya?
Scored by number 22, Justin Mendoza.
Excuse me?
Assisted by number 65, Kevin McDonald. That man down the broken ball, 15:39.
Oh, it was Nick Gray. From either Mendoza or McDonald.
Way off. Samsonite.
I'll probably get a correction there momentarily, and I think they are correcting him.
Yeah. He was all by himself going in on goal.
That's quality refereemanship there.
Oh, man. Well, Mendoza getting his name out there. Good for him for that, you know. Oh.
Heck of a goal scorer from the bench there, I'll tell you that much.
Over to the near side boards now. Garrity trying to reach for Turchenik. Leave it there. Gray taking a shot. Oh, baby! That one went off the side of the net. I think it was side post.
Yeah, it was the post.
Oh, man. Looking for opportunities, as always, Mr. Gray. And Garrity chasing it back to his own blue line there as McDonald will apply some pressure. Way up into the play. Turchenik back there to recover for him. Gensler alone there in the front trying to keep the puck away from Tenuta. Tenuta takes him down from behind. That's a man advantage coming up. And then he takes out Tenuta, and I think that might have canceled out the power play. Yep, and Gensler is in disbelief. So it'll be 4-on-4 for the next 2 minutes with 14:29 left here in the second period.
Patriots down 2-1. Discipline continues to be the name of the game here.
How are we looking in that second period, Mr. Shrems?
Second period is the period for the Potomac Patriots. Most goals scored for this club in the second period. Judging by your hand gestures, we are too loud.
No, we're just only being heard on the right speaker in some instances, but yeah. Now to face off. One back over to, oh, we're going to go 5-on-5. I really would have thought it would have been 4-on-4, but no matter. Here's the call.
2 minutes to turn. Potomac Patriots penalty number 82, Todd Gensler. 2 minutes for a sportsmanlike conduct. That's Tenuta for Tripley. Gensler for sportsmanlike conduct. Run penalties called at 14:20.
So you get a penalty for
Weak
love
sauce.
tapping people. Yeah.
Weak sauce.
And here comes Mendoza. Maybe he'll get a second goal. I beg your pardon, he'll try for his first. And a deflecting puck there, Oostorf. Almost guiding that one like Rudolph's nose towards that net. I don't know what Rudolph's nose is doing out there on the ice. Merry Christmas, everybody. Happy holidays.
That one down, red line.
Gun this one into the far corner. Jack Strykar's in there, ahead of everybody on his backhand. And it goes back behind the cage as Fuller will have to go over to the far corner. As the Eagles are cleared up for seconds. Put up there. Tapped in by Nick Ludeman, who will wait for his team to get back on side. And he'll make some changes. And it'll be cleared up to the blue line and out by Ludeman, who will tap right back in again. That's efficiency, I tell you. Far side, he's looking for a lane out. They won't get it there. Spencer Keogh keeping it down low. Down for Paquin. Jason Paquin now with it. Paquin up top for McDonald, who takes the point shot. Blocked up front in traffic. Still controlled by the Patriots, but it's stolen away there. And out through neutral for Ryan McDonald for the Eagles. Ryan McDonald trying to get on his backhand there to curl it to the front, and Kevin McDonald leaving it there for Brian Parsons. Whew. And he'll put a paw down and hold on with 12:44 left here in the second. 2-1 East Coast. Follow all the happenings with your Potomac Patriots on your smartphone. Download the team app today and search Potomac Patriots to get the latest information sent directly to you. Download and check it out today.
Is the app updated?
It is.
That's good.
GM RJ doing a lot of work this week.
I like that.
With all the mid-season updates for Empire and Elite, so check them out. Or you can check them out directly on PotomacPatriots.net. Tomajanovic now looking for an opportunity as he sends it up top. Apodaca gunning it back over to Tomajanovic, who spins it around, takes a shot that goes wide. Over to the near side, blue line, Rommel. Trying to take his shot down there for a setup. Looking for a deflection from Ryan McDonald, but it goes back behind over to the far corner. Kevin McDonald and Nick Ludeman working on defense there as Turchenik down low. Along the far post. And it was kept out by Parsons, but not out of the zone. Mike Carr will give it a try up along the glass and out. And it's going to be stick down by Nick Gray. Gray across the line. Takes a shot. Oh, baby. What a shot. Goes just wide. Turchenik trying to pull it to the front. Patriots almost got caught with too many men there. Yes, they did. Now Parsons having trouble with it. It'll leave it there for Garrett Newton. Newton. Center now for Mike Carr. Goes the long way. For the scenic route, if you will. Take the puck behind. Rome will tap it in, and East Coast will make some changes. 11:35 left here in the second. 2-1 East Coast. A pass to the blue line. Does not make it onto the tape of Turchenik. It'll be Kowalczyk with it now. We'll feather that one in for Spisak. Out of the reach of everybody. No icing. Garrett Newton will get there before it crosses the red line. Kowalczyk down low. Feet to the front there and a chance, but it's stolen away by Strikers. Poking it away. Kowalczyk down back to the red line. How can it be a two-place difference? I must have missed somebody. Maybe he's the flash. Up ahead now, Stayhill had it poked away from him. Stephen Gerke trying to keep it in, but it is poked out successfully by East Coast as they go coast to coast in the neutral zone. All the way back, Mendoza into his own corner. Checked off the puck there as it's left for Garrett Newton. Garrett Newton trying to contend there. He's got an eagle down low as he's trying to clip its wings and move along here as he puts the puck up ahead. And Gerke pushes it out and Stayhill will steal it away. Back at his own blue line. He goes to the near side wing. Tapped in there by Spisak and he goes off on a change. Garrett Newton all by himself. Back at his own zone there as he sends a pass along the right wing for Devin Melise.
Those too many men.
Was ruled offside. Well, Doc Gensler's back, and so is the offending party on that other part of that penalty was Tenuta. Full staff, Mr. Schrems, full staff.
Yep.
As full as we can be.
Yep.
As we were talking about, we are without Ian Edgington, Jonas Glad, Eric Anderson, Drew Crilly, Liam Walsh, Michael Addison, Dustin Moyer, Ryan Framion, Joshua Mussett. Well, I mean, some of those guys are Empire like Klecker as well, but James Wadier, Connor Ackerman, Josh Maltz, Logan Hulse, and Corey Medeiros. Did I miss anybody?
Probably.
Of course I did. McDonald trying to get it around the Eagles' defense there at the line. Jordan Hall losing his twig there. Across the line, Kevin McDonald trying to take advantage of that, but they were supporting pass from the East Coast Eagles trying to get in on it too. Matt Fuller gets taken down there as it goes over to the near side for Jordan Hall, who gets punished. Oh, by Nick Coffin. Here comes a shot. They score. Everybody was worried about that check along the near boards on Jordan Hall, but nobody saw it. It was a breakaway there for the East Coast Eagles. I believe that was Bunn. Yes, it was Bunn. Put a little mustard on it and got it past Parsons one-on-one, and it's 3-1 East Coast with 9:54 left here in the second.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I focused on that hit down here a little bit too. Saw Parsons out at the
top of the
circle
hash,
there,
almost at the top of the circle. He was at the hash marks at the middle of the slot, but nothing he could have done about that after challenging the shooter, trying to make that net smaller, giving no room for the shooter, but the shooter deked him out and pulled him out.
We'll put a name to that shooter momentarily.
It was Bunn. I told you. Here's John. Told you. And Nick Gray will try to backhand it up to the neutral zone. He'll get it over to Mikey Carr, who's being challenged there by Rommel. And Rommel doing a fine job there as Spisak, the captain, trying to keep it in there, but it's poked out for the moment, and Makarov put it in. Delayed offside. They do tag up, but it's pushed out by Ludeman to East Coast back in their own zone as it goes D to D over to the near side through center, deflected in by Rome. But it'll be cleared up along the near boards by Mendoza, kept in by Rommel. Mendoza going to give it another try. This time he's going to carry it up the blue line, trying to get a cross ice feed to Nick Gray. Will it be icing? Apodaca got there first.
That was late.
That was a late whistle. Yeah.
Gonna make that decision a little bit early there.
Yeah.
Patriots.
Better.
He tried.
Got something to say during the broadcast? Want to give us a shout out to your favorite player? Send us a tweet at Cross Ice Feed or email us contact@CrossIceFeed. Face off to the left of Brian Parsons. 9:08 left here. Or 9:03, I beg your pardon, left here in a second. It's 3-1 East Coast. Kowalczyk trying to take his shot through strike cars, who sets it ahead now for Sviatslav Turchenik. Turchenik trying to get through, but he got foiled there. Back checking there is Jack Strykar staying on his tail. It's turned over to Turchenik. Turchenik trying to get away from Tenuta. And now Nick Gray on his backhand trying to get around the defense. He feeds it to the front. Mendoza couldn't pull the trigger on time. It was a bouncing puck. Mendoza finds it, top of the circle. Gensler takes a shot, does not make its way through traffic. East Coast will feed it ahead along the near wing as it comes up now for Tomajanovic. Tomajanovic now with it, and a backhand pass there for Tenuta. Tomajanovic losing his footing, and a puck left up there at the open goal mouth is swept away by the Patriots. Back the other way now along the near side. It's Strikers trying to split the D, and who has 6 players out there?
Potomac. No. There were 6 out there.
Did the guy fall through the ice or something? Over to the front, and it's a set up there and a shot. Well, it's deflecting all the way down the length of the ice. It was East Coast defending here, so no icing as Fuller's back to get it. Stephen Gerke putting on some pressure there, forcing it over the near half-board. Spisak with the center pass there. It's cut off by Devin Malise, who sends it back to his defense. And a pass through the air, glove down by Spisak, who goes 1-on-2. And he drops it off to the point there, turned over, intended target there with Fuller. Across the line. Malise trying to set it up there for Gerke, but he was out of the vicinity at that time as Doc Gensler cutting off the pass there. Nice work. As Hill to the red line, across the blue line, he goes into the Eagles' territory, over to the far corner. Trying to set it up on his forehand to feed it to the front, but he's being challenged there by a few Eagles as Malise now has it. Malise taking his shot through traffic there. Ziegler makes a save. A lot of pressure there being applied by the Patriots by Stephen Gerke. And Gerke gets tackled there by the linesman. Oh, man.
You get 2 points for that takedown.
7-11 left here in the second. 3-1 East Coast. In a lead 3-1. As Potomac Patriots are proud members of the U.S. Premier Hockey League. Check out USPHL.com for the latest in league news, stats, standings, and more. USPHL.com. One back. And steered around by Apodaca over to the near half boards and cleared out. Chase it down is Nick Kaufman, but ahead of him there is Bunn, who has the 3rd goal in this one. Ustorf trying to follow that up with a shot on goal, and it's swallowed up there by Parsons with 6:56 left here in the second. 21-16 shots in favor of Potomac.
It's rare that we see them up in shots, to be honest with you, especially with the shortened bench. It's kind of surprising. But they've had some really good scoring opportunities. They buried one, Nick Gray, at the breakaway just a few moments ago, but it was followed up by an East Coast Eagles goal.
Up to the blue line and now couldn't keep it in as it's Ustorf now back inside of his own zone. Over to the near circle he goes. He curls back into the corner as J.C. Paquin is down low there. Putting on some pressure, but it goes ahead now for Rommel. Rommel coming in 2-on-1. He's got Bunn up to the front, and it's poked away. Nice work there. It's now Nick Ludeman. We'll have it along the far side. 6:25 left here in the second. Patriots need to get a couple of goals under the belt here as they want to put this one into reset mode into the third. Here comes a chance, short side. It's loose.
Finish it.
Chance now, Turchenik.
They just got to have that shot.
Did not take the shot. Man, a turnaround chance, and it's loose. Over to the near side it goes, deflecting off of a stick up front. It looks like Ziegler's without his stick. As this one's launched up to the glass, not out, kept in there by Kevin McDonald. No, it's knocked away on the second attempt. Doc Gensler, back at his own blue line. Working his way to the timekeeper's box. Poked away by Budd. Striker launches it into the ceiling here at the Ritz.
My goodness, Rams. My goodness. I can't say it's a lack of effort on Potomac's part. They just got a couple of lucky bounces there. One off the plans to George Hall, one down here off of the big hit they throw to George Hall. So most of it is pass. I can't say this is a lack of effort. This is not a game that don't shake. That's overtime out here for Potomac.
Well,
We'll roll with it. There we go.
okay, back at it we are as it goes through center, and now it's 5:35 left here. There comes a chance and a one-on-one opportunity, a shot and a save by Parsons. And the Patriots calling their timeout. In a situation they need, a little bit of rest. Kowalczyk taking his shot, goes wide, intentionally down low. It's Stayhill trying to find it over to the far corner and trying to get some support there as he ducks it back into that same corner he just left. And some pressure being applied there by Turchenik. Turchenik trying to find that puck. He's trying to steal it away. Very aggressive here as Doc Ensler will step into it, and he'll find it over. Into the slot he goes. The bouncer got away from Nick Gray, but he taps it in though. No less as goes back for Kowalczyk. Kowalczyk back behind the goal line. Turned up to the blue line by Kowalczyk. McDonald coming in on goal, and he couldn't get a shot away. Thrown away by East Coast. No, but it's going to be Makarov coming in on a delayed offside as he wiped out. And the puck came in after. As 4:37 remains here in a second. The energy in this building is lacking. And
It is.
The energy on that bench is depleting as time goes on here. That timeout, it came at the right time. I'll give them credit for calling it then.
I agree.
These guys really need to step it up here. They need to conserve their energy, make the shifts nice and short. And they also got to make smart plays when they are out there for those short shifts too. It's a lot to ask there on short shifts, but they're more than capable. The guys that they do have on the roster are more than capable. And now it's kept in there by Melise at the moment there, but it's a second effort there by East Coast. It's 2. Here comes a chance, 2-on-1 the other way. Jack Strikars with Gerke. Strikars winds up, takes a shot.
Finish it.
He scores! Merry Christmas, you filthy animal! They cut the lead down by 1 yet again.
There's that hustle that coach was talking about before the game. Jack Strikar is making the most of a 2-on-1, sending the shot off the goalie's shoulder. Rebound, Stephen Gerke right there to pot it. And hopefully we can get the right call this time. But nonetheless, that is exactly what coach needed coming off of that timeout. So like you said, a good timeout for coach to take. I believe that's going to be 77-4.
Might be 22 for second goal game.
Scored by number 77, Stephen Gerke. Assisted by number 4, Jack Strikar. That's Gerke from Strikar. That's 3:56
And of course, Dad and sister are down along the glass there. They got a perfect shot of that one. And now as Levere, Warriors goes.
Happening there. Their stats there. How many goals did Mr. Murphy this season?
Steven, not his father.
Oh, I was going to say, Mr. Gerke takes pictures. 4 goals on the season right now for Steven Gerke. We've seen his role kind of switch here. Some people consider him more of a sniper. He's taken more of a grinder, energy line type of role, but that's
Well, given the lack
situation.
of bodies on the bench now, he's got to play many roles.
Yep. No, but that's the situation he's found himself in this season. He's embraced it too. He's one of the hardest working kids out of the ice there. He was rewarded for it on that one. Like you said, he's going to be playing a much different role here this evening in order to help his team win. That's a huge help. That's a huge. That's a. You take it. I'm out of words.
2:45 left here in the second. 3-1 East Coast. Patriots looking to tie this one up. Here comes Mikey Carr. Far half boards he goes. He gets crunched to the boards by Apodaca. And Ustorf in there to support. He puts it back into the doggy pile, and this
Bang.
one is knocked out of play by East Coast. And the faceoff will be over to that far circle. Mikey Carr back away. They don't want to draw a penalty.
Stearnsy.
Yeah?
The Patriots Lounge is open next door.
Yeah?
Yeah. Located in the upper concourse overlooking the ice. You can enjoy adult beverage while taking in the live action tonight. If you are in the building listening to the game on your computer or smartphone.
Yep.
Or if you're in the area, stop by. Got a pretty good one unfolding on our hands here.
Point shot.
Oh.
Doc Gensler. Oh.
He put everything he had in there.
Man, I'm surprised. Yeah. Wow. I'm not going to finish that. But great effort there. Is it's still back inside the East Coast zone after clearing as the boys tagged up. Gensler going to give it another try. A wrister from the point right into the glove of Ziegler.
Not for nothing. This is the type of effort we want to see when they have a full bench. I mean, this has been fairly relentless. Hello. Speakers are working just fine here.
2:08 left here in the second. We are a zombie nation. 3-2. East Coast in the lead. USPHL Elite contest. We got Empire action on the other side, folks. Be sure to stay tuned for that.
Tell Shepard, I think his water went bad.
He did. Oh my goodness, it did. Turned colors.
It's like Lake Erie water.
McDonald keeping it in for the Patriots along the near side, but Rome will have it and send it out through neutral. Doc Gensler in a foot race there with McDonald.
Sticking out the stanchion there. And the backhand feed to the front. Alex Macro could not get it through. Kept back behind the goal line. There's that in his speed. Stick him up. Can get him over the penalty. Now, he'll go to touch the puck. He'll never call. That's a deal this time. His team's like a single goal to go. And he got a foul. Retaliation at the end there.
What service? The linesman opens the door for you and everything.
Yeah. The 24s will sit for 2 or more, presumably as it goes 5-on-5.
Everybody wanted to call except for the referee.
Here is Day. He's let him play today.
Oh man, 90 seconds to play here.
The second period, 3-2 East Coast.
He knows he's got a good game on his hands. Let him play it out.
Yep. Shout out to Drew Blevins and Brian Linzer as a chance here, and it just misses the wraparound.
Yeah, he's not traveling with the team anymore.
No, he's not traveling this year. I miss you, big guy, if
See
you're
you,
listening out there.
love.
Yeah, I think so. That
Now low goes Mendoza. Picking up back behind his tender. 1:05 left here in the second. 1 goal game. They're down to the 1 minute mark. Patriots trying to get out of their zone, but it's stolen away there. Kept it in the blue line. Here's a goal. Elbow in the ice, taking a shot going just right here. And East Coast trying to get the 2-goal lead back again. They're buzzing. So the Patriots zone. The Patriots need to get out the sneaker and center.
centered along over to the far side, and a breakaway chance for Turchinikin alone on goal. Shot,
Beautiful.
Son of a nutcracker, it's 3-3!
Boy, Gray just had an absolutely perfect pass to Turchenik. Turchenik pots one for us, tying this game with 30 seconds left. I don't know if I can interview him though, to be honest with you. I don't think they'll bring him out. But
You got a translator?
we gotta get somebody down there.
Oh, man.
Dang.
Oh, Shremsy.
This has turned into a good game here.
We got a hockey game. The reset button has been pressed thanks to a breakaway goal by Sviatoslav Turchenik. McDonald with it now. Here's Gianni. In a second. All right, we'll catch up with them later.
And it's third edge, 20 seconds ago here. Right on. Right up there. Doc Getzler away from.
Stick as it's sent ahead now. Devin Melise had it poked away out of his reach, and it's up at the red line with 10 seconds to play here. And it's along the near boards, and it's trapped, and we are going to go tied. 3-3. No, we're not. They're just going to blow the whistle. Pushing and shoving ensues.
I'll say.
Lot of talking. Oh, somebody is very
He
angry.
is heated.
He is, oh, wow, Levere is just, wow. He must be in the Navy. Let's ask him if Rusty's still in the Navy, too. Man, what a sailor. I heard that. Yeah. Did he get, he got speared, do you think? I didn't see it.
Yeah, right down in front of us down here.
Oh, boy. Yeah, I'd be upset, too, if I were him. They're tied at 3. Yeah, I totally missed that part. I thought we were going run clock at the end there.
Yep.
The puck was tied up, but apparently some pleasantries were exchanged, and not in a very pleasant manner.
Such is life.
Of course, going to talk with Perinick at center ice there to kind of figure out what just happened there. So, we'll see you on the other side with an intermission interview, Shremsy?
Yeah, I'll get Gurky.
Okay, you get Gurky? Okay.
No, why not?
All right, cool. I thought you were going to go get Turchenik, but balls in
Let
your
me
court.
see. Let me. I don't know if I have the resources to do a Turchenik interview, but we'll see.
Good luck, sir.
Thank you. Second here, Turchenik and Stephen Gurky. Can you talk a little bit about the goal that you scored?
It was a nice goal.
It was a nice goal. You're working well with Nick Gray. How's things going with that?
Playing with Nick Gray, you like it?
Yeah.
Talk a little bit about third period. What do you guys have to do to get a win out of there? You clawed yourself back into the game here.
We must play hard in defense zone. In offense zone we play okay, but we can more.
Thank you very much. You got yourself a goal there too. Pretty goal here in the end of the second period there to kind of claw your way back in it. Different situation for you guys out there today, definitely with being down so many guys. But you're leading in shots. You came back there in the second period. What's going through it? It seems like everything turned around during the timeout.
Well, I mean, we just gotta get the momentum and try to keep it because it keeps going back and forth. So I mean, the guys really want it. We all really want it. So we're gonna keep playing hard.
Is your situation kind of changed here in this game? You're more of a grinder, energy kind of guy, but you're jumping up in the play now. You're creating opportunities. You're sniping shots. Are you expecting a little bit different role here this weekend?
I mean, yeah, like without everybody that's suspended, I mean, we all got to step up and do everybody else's jobs, you know, while doing our own. So just got to get the opportunities and take advantage.
Anything that coach is telling you here for the third period?
We got to get the defensive zone better, just like he said. Just got to stop running around.
Best of luck to you guys in the third.
Thanks.
The tape there, Stearns got to go back on defense, play a little bit. It's going to result in good offensive. Hopefully for them, they can snag a win here. Just a few minutes left in the second intermission, but exciting third period ahead for us.
Welcome back to the Pennsylvania Light Center here in Woodbridge, Virginia. We are on time 3. East Coast Eagles, Potomac Patriots. Patriots clawing their way back in that one. Thanks to Stephen Gurky and Turchenik. Say as much as he
to a point where he's here comfortable with the language just a little bit. So I thought he did a great job with this interview.
He did. He did.
Sounded good.
And we are in the third period. Final 20 minutes? Maybe. We'll find out.
Maybe.
More at 11. Doc Gensler off in the far corner of his own zone. And it's kicked ahead now. Gensler playing it along the near wing.
That's different.
And it's played right up to Ziegler as now here's a chance over to the near side. Beg your pardon for that. And it's over to the far circle. Mikey Carr winding up taking a shot. It gets deflected back behind the cage. Patriots are buzzing inside the Eagles zone for a short time here. Trying to set up shop, but it goes past Nick Gray and out into the neutral zone. I suppose. Swung around back for Ziegler, and a short shift comes to an end for the Patriots as they make a change. And it's Bunt taking a shot, and that one steered aside by Parsons. It's fed to the front. The shot, they score. Jordan Hall in the slot, guns it over the glove of Parsons. Actually, Parsons couldn't get that glove up in time. It was that quick of a shot. And East Coast back in the lead. 58 ticks in 2.
Hall?
Yes, it was.
The hat trick for the day. Not a natural, but nonetheless, that's... Why?
No idea. Hall and Tenuta is the goal call. And now the Patriots looking to respond. We started this one off 3-3, and now East Coast back in the lead. Patriots have not had a lead in this game at all today. And it's cleared back to the blue line, not out. Nope, it was not cleared back to the blue line. Tenuta stuck with it there, kept it off in the corner. Swung around over to the far boards now. And it's cleared up through the top of the slot, over to the near side boards, inside of neutral. Jack Strykar's on his backhand, trying to find it up to Gerke. Gerke has his pocket pick up by the Eagles. It's Hummel with it now. And Hummel puts it back into the Patriots zone with the dump in there as they get a change. Rommel, I beg your pardon. Sorry, Hummel. I don't know where I was getting that from. Making up names now. Rommel's going to chase it down over the far corner, back behind. Paquin on his tail there. Cleared up along the wing. Jordan Hall on one knee, proposing to put it into the near corner. He does so. And a shot from A.J. Ricciardi. Just going wide. And all the way out into the neutral zone and back into his own zone as this one's deflected up into the protective netting, and we'll get a stoppage in the faceoff. Will be outside of the Patriots zone. Potomac Patriots are proudly partnered with the Potomac Prospects and Prince William Hockey Club. Visit pwhockey.com to learn more about these great development and youth hockey programs, and also check out their Facebook pages too. Give them a like, will you? And away we go over to the near side for Nick Gray. He'll dump it in. No ice. Now it's being chased down by Turchenik. Turchenik interrupted that one, deflected it, and more in favor for Makarov. Makarov getting squeezed off the puck there. Jordan Hall takes Doc Gensler out from behind, cross-checking him in the back, and we will have a call coming up here against Jordan Hall, and it is cross-checking indeed. 17-10 left here in the third. 4-3 East Coast. We're going back on a man advantage.
Got another crack at the power play here. They are 0 for 3, I believe, on the evening. And now would be a great time to make that a 1 for 4, 25% effort. I try something here, Stearns, before we get back on.
Surely.
See if it's resets here.
East Coast Eagle penalty to number 36, Jordan Hall. 2 minutes for cross-check. Hall, 2 for cross-checking at 17-10. Crossing speed, power.
Man advantage, here we go.
And it's back behind the goal line, sent over to the near side. Turchenik with it. Turchenik over to the near corner. And it's Carr up top. Driven up to Doc Gensler. It goes over to McDonald. He farms that one out to Turchenik over to the far corner, trying to get away from Garrity. Turchenik back up top to McDonald. Down low, over to the near corner from Mikey Carr. Wide open ice here for Gensler. Up top then to McDonald again. And it goes back to the same route to Turchenik. Oh no, wait. Difference. Goes McDonald over to Gensler. Gensler faking the shot, goes down to Mikey Carr. To Gray. Gray trying to pull the trigger. Has his stick tied up. And now it's poked out by Levere as he goes off on a change. And Gensler back to chase in his own zone.
Coach has got to be happy with the cycling, but man, I bet he'd be more happy with the shot, to be honest with you.
And it's Gensler doing it all by himself. He got a few people here as he tries to take it around over to the near side. Up top, getting a return pass there from Gray. Carr to Gensler. Gensler being shadowed there. He tries to get a pass over, but Spisak intercepts that and sends it down the length of the ice. 40 seconds left here in the man advantage for the Patriots. They're 0 for 2. Hopefully not going 0 for 3. Oh, and a hard check there. Stayhill taking out his man, killing some time on the East Coast penalty to their alternate captain. And it's Nick Gray with a wraparound try, and it's blocked there by Ziegler. Ziegler holding the post there. Goes to the front of the East Coast bench. Now for McDonald. Up top to Mendoza. Over to the near side for Gray. Back down low. 10 seconds on the man advantage to Gray. Gray winds up, takes his shot. The rebound. They score! He looks like a deranged Easter Bunny. They tie it back up at 4 on the cross-ice speed power play.
Back and forth we go. Was it McDonald who pinched from the point?
I believe it was.
I believe it was McDonald. They go 1 for 4 with the man advantage here tonight. Not too shabby in this third period here to get things all knotted back up. Man, there's a lot of resiliency in this team tonight.
Got a lot of fight in them. And now, speaking of which, here's Jordan Hall looking for a 4th goal. Takes his shot. Oh, baby. That one went off the post and up high. Here's the call.
Scored by number 61, Nick Gray. Assisted by number 65, Kevin McDonald. And number 52, Michael Carr.
McDonald and Carr.
At 15-14, a cross-ice lead power play goal.
Yeah, that'll help the percentages, right? You know, 33%.
Kensler.
Wow.
He was looking for that hip check.
Ustarf staying with it now. Ustarf trying to work it around there as it's cleared up and out and all the way down. Will this be far enough for an icing? Strykar's got taken down. Nope. No call. So we carry on. 14:23 left here in the third. Reset button hit yet again.
Whistles away.
4 whistles away. Me boys, whistle me away. Whistles away. Sorry, you got a little Irish there for a second. Hey, want the latest in Potomac Patriots news, stats, and scores? Visit them online at potomacpatriots.net. You can also get live updates and scores sent directly to your mobile device by downloading the team app. Search Potomac Patriots. Maybe not scores, but like news and updates and all that fun stuff. And it's out of the neutral zone. Makarov waiting for his team to get back on side, but Strykars will pick his pocket as it goes over for McDonald. McDonald went into the far corner. And his teammates making some changes there as 14 minutes remain here in the third. My question is, are we going to need extra time for this one? Rome is offside, and he tripped up Gensler as Gensler went flying in. But now we'll have the whistle for the offsides, and the fans want it to go all the way down the ice. But unfortunately, they will not have to go far. We got a front row seat to watch that face-off on that offside take place right in front of them.
Got to keep Jordan Hall in check here for the next 13 minutes and 52 seconds. 4 goals tonight for the East Coast Eagles. He's got 3 of them and a helper, so he's been in on just about everything.
Kowalchuk clearing it in there. Parsons setting it up over to the far corner. It's Ludeman. Up along the far boards for Gray. Gray trying to clear it out with Turchenik. Turchenik on the first try couldn't get it. Carr's going to have to retreat back to the far corner. Then he'll use the glass to clear it out.
Yeah.
A shot just swept under the glove of Ziegler, but it went wide. And here's a chance. Turchenik turnaround shot. Ziegler the save. And yeah, our eyes were not deceiving us there. Yes, it was McDonald's goal. It's the Brian Parsons Project.
13-17 left to go here in the third period. Knotted at 4. Patriots out shooting their opponents. It's a rare occasion to see this, but 31-21, that's huge.
Shot from the point going wide. McDonald, that'll be his second goal on the season. There's 11th point and a pad save there by the goaltender Eric Ziegler from Chicago. Spencer Keel is going to wrestle this one down. He's going to take it himself through neutral, trying to get it in deep, but it was gloved down by the Eagles. By the Eagles and out. And Doc Gensler back to Chase into his own zone. Up along over to the near side now and out of the reach of everybody, and this one will be ruled an icing. The Patriots. 12:32 remains here in the third. We're all knotted up at 4. Got something to say during our broadcast? You want to give a shout out to your favorite Potomac Patriots player? Send us a tweet at Cross Ice Feed or email contact@CrossIceFeed. Face off to the right of Parsons. He's Stayhill taking it against Keogh. Keogh winning it there and leaving it for Nick Coffin, trying to clear it up at the blue line. Glove down and kept in there with a point shot. And Ricciardi dancing with J.C. Paquin at center ice. Paquin and Ricciardi still mixing it up. And we got a change coming here as McDonald being shadowed by Stayhill. Will get the pass back for Gensler. The puck goes long over to the near side, out of the reach of, I believe Gerke had it, pushed it ahead, but nonetheless it does come back to the Patriots line. Kevin McDonald having a time handling it there, and he gets it out of the blue line. Carried in by Melissa, no offside. Gerke trying to get it on his backhand, and he gets beaten to the puck by Levere, and he goes down to the ice, and it's under Levere now. Levere trying to sweep it over to the near side, around the horn, and it'll be taken away up the wing and out to neutral as it'll be picked up by Justin Mendoza. Now a long pass through center over the stick of Strykars, picked up by AJ Ricciardi, the other assistant captain. Backhand swept around there by Stephen Gerke, and he'll go off on a change. Ziegler being pressured by Melise to make a pass there as he gets it over to Jordan Hall. Lead the breakout through neutral and into the Patriots zone, still with it. Ludman keeping him to the outside. And it'll be taken away by Mikey Carr, and Mikey Carr will put on some wheels here as he'll work his way out through center and into the Eagle zone. Taking a bad angle shot there and just going wide there, I believe. Ziegler got a piece. But it was intercepted by Bunn and cleared out in the neutral zone.
Ever since Potomac took the, ever since Potomac tied the game, there really hasn't been any definitive.
It's kind of an outward paddle. Usually you flatten up on those. Now it's over to the near side boards for Mikey Carr. Carr with a behind the back pass. Line. Gray backhanding it to the front and sticked away by Ziegler. Cleared ahead now. Chalmers trying to get through. Doc Gensler there as he goes in on goal. On his backhand to his forehand and swept away there nicely. And the net is off. But a great stop.
Can't see the number on the
made
shoulder
there. Who was that masked man? I can't tell who that was. That's not Gensler.
Is it Gensler? Is it
Gensler. Who was the one that was back checking that?
I don't know. I had my eye on Gensler. I was watching him. He swept the puck out of there after it went behind Parsons.
My goodness. Halfway through the third period, 4-4 is your score.
What I was saying before is after the goal has been scored, nobody's really taking control of this game. It's just been a lot of neutral zone play. Somebody's got to step up here and win it. Hey.
And Turchenik making an effort there with Ryan McDonald from East Coast. Cleared over to the near corner. Patriots making some changes. They couldn't get the change on that. Going off. So they finally do get the right personnel out there. They score! Oh. Wow, what a deflected shot through. Wow-wee. It's 5-4 East Coast, 9:31 left here in the third. Shrems.
What a nasty deflection that was.
Is that Ryan McDonald? It was. He's looking like the hero right now as he puts his team back up by 1.
That was pretty impressive, I'm not going to lie. It's McDonald's second goal this season.
And little Newton Greach on the bench for the Patriots looking for a way to bounce back in this one again.
They've done it all game, just got to do it one more time.
It's back and forth, back and forth. East Coast has led by 2 twice in this game.
East Coast Eagles goals from number 37 by McDonald, assisted by
But they lead by 1 now. 35? Yep. So it's 5-4 East Coast. It's been a 1-goal back and forth, but now here comes Spisak setting it up there. They score!
Off his skates.
And they are still going to call that a goal. It was Mendoza that was going down to block it. Parsons got pulled out of position. And like that, it's a 2-goal lead for the 3rd time for East Coast. 6-4, 8:58 left here in the 3rd. This one is becoming quite interesting.
Yeah, it just blew wide open. I should have kept my mouth shut when I said nobody's taking control of this game. That's 2 goals in 10 seconds, and the Pats find themselves in a 6-4 hole right now. I thought I saw a kick, or at least a skate into the net, but maybe there was no kicking motion.
Toronto's calling down now, and the timekeeper has got the attention of the officiating crew.
Yeah, and there's a penalty. It looks like Kehoe's going. Nope.
Paquin,
sorry.
And a face-off. Won by East Coast. Now there's a man advantage. We'll get the calls from John Baranowski in a few moments. And Newton is upset. He is fired up. Oh boy. There's a shot for the point and a blistering shot at that. Ping-ponging its way around. Goes over to the near side boards now. And here's the call. And we got a call coming up.
Going to the Pats.
36, call.
1-2. High sticking on Paquin, and whatever is about to come out here as we go 5-on-3.
Gerke's going in. Boy, I mean, there's really no reason. There's really no reason for it. I mean, nothing has changed dramatically. I mean, the wheels have just come off here in the past 2 minutes. I mean, 2 goals in 10 seconds, and then a 5-on-3 here for East Coast. Not the way that Potomac should have followed this up, but I don't know. This is it's kind of frustrating, to be honest with you. You know, the effort that they put in here, shorthanded on the bench. You know, you hope they would have come out with a different result here in the 3rd period, but still time. I mean, there's 8:24 left, but they got to kill off this 2-man advantage.
Potomac makes a penalty, number 77, seated Gerke. 2 minutes to rough. Gerke, 2 for rough.
That's rough.
24.
Comes out in the neutral zone. East Coast up 6-4. They got a 5-on-3 advantage for the next minute and 10 seconds here. So go on the Reebok hockey penalty kill.
As much as you want to look for a shorthanded opportunity here, you got to conserve your energy.
And Ricciardi keeping it in there. Swept over to the far point. Now they walk in with a shot and a save there by Parsons, and no rebound coming as he holds on for the faceoff. 54 seconds left on the 5-on-3. Potomac Patriots hockey is proudly sponsored by Bill Hutzler and Pat Ensley and the Prince William Ice Center. Visit pwice.com for information on skate lessons, public skate schedules, adult hockey, and much more. That's pwice.com for the Prince William Ice Center at 5180 Dale Boulevard in Woodbridge, Virginia. I'm only kidding, partner. You got a full head of hair. Goes up top. Rommel over to the far side, and Parsons backs into the net and knocks it off. Good. Keep that going every 5 seconds.
Forehead.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. And the face-off will go to the right.
What dramatic changes have taken place between the second and third period? My goodness.
Well, how many goals have we got up there on the board? Maybe that's what it is. It's the intense energy of these teams. Or now the lack thereof. It's incredible how different things have gotten now as the shot bouncing through, and a nice save there by Parsons. Wow. A highlight-worthy save as it goes up top for A.J. Ricciardi. Ricciardi over to the top of the far circle, down over to the near circle. We got 15 seconds left on the 5-on-3. And a point shot there, and a nice save by Parsons. This one goes airborne over to the near corner. And dive bombing his man. Jordan Hall gets away with taking out Mendoza there. And the Patriots bench wants a call on that, but they won't get one. And it looks like Mendoza is just taking a beating out there. Parsons losing his bucket and will get the call, and then that is off as well. 7:01 left here in the third. Reading a bunch of things. 3 seconds left on the 5-on-3. I'm keeping my lips moving. They're trying to dig that hole down there. Like, why won't this net stay on?
We could be here for a while.
We could.
Three ticks left on the 5-on-3. It looks like they'll kill that one off.
Yep.
37 seconds after that, they're back to even strength. But time's ticking away here. We're at 7 minutes left to go in the third period.
Don't hold back.
They gotta make a quick.
Nice block there. Kevin McDonald trying to get up into the play here. Now we're 5-on-4 for the next 30 seconds.
Quick transition in 30 seconds to get down and establish inside the offensive zone.
Where are our numbers on that regard?
You want the numbers?
Well, let's see. We have 1, 2, 3 shorthanded goals on the. No, I'm sorry. I beg your pardon. We actually have 5 shorthanded goals, sir, on the season for this team. But Garrity takes a shot and a nice pad save there by Parsons. Up top, Spizak looking for a lane, and a great pad save by Parsons. Oh, that traffic, and he still made a stop as we come down to 3 seconds left on Kirky's penalty. And it's Stayhill, and he sends it over to Spizak, and we are back to 5-a-side hockey. 6:20 left here in the third. Patriots down by 2. And that one takes a funny bounce off of the partition in the glass there as it's a shot that goes wide, and over to the far side it goes. East Coast maintaining control. Inside of the Patriots zone they are, and the Patriots will tap it out and into the neutral zone, but the East Coast Eagles will pick it up as center red. McDonald off the ice there. He is in need of a change. And it's sent through center, and a chance for Turchenek. Get ahead of the change there. Pass it away. Turchenek on the near side. Gray. It's stolen away from him. For the Eagles through neutral. Doc Gensler trying to keep it out of there. And the Eagles will come back in onside. Mikey Carr trying to backhand it out into the neutral zone. Not far enough there for Turchenek, but delayed offside there as Ryan McDonald was a little bit tied up with the doctor, Doc Gensler. 5:27 left here in the third. 6-4. East Coast still in that 2-goal lead position right now.
Got to start thinking about tomorrow morning too. You want to split this weekend. If you take a loss here, you got to get home, get to bed, and
if you split this weekend, what have you done? You just pretty much stayed status quo moving into the next weekend,
which is fine given the situation today.
Yeah, I'd say so.
I'd take a split any day of the week. They could have a win here, but the last 5 minutes have just been disastrous.
Tomal Janovic with it now. Top of the slot, still with it, takes a shot. Parsons a save. He's got an eagle on top of him there. And we got Garrity tied up in the neutral zone with Jack Strykars. And I don't know if Jack's trying to draw a penalty or what, but we are 5 minutes exactly from the end of this third frame, which may be the final frame in this game.
Well, drawing a penalty right now might not be a terrible idea.
Empire action on the other side. These two organizations will go toe-to-toe at the Empire level, and talk about a team that's really doing well. It's the Patriots Empire. We'll talk more about that on the other side of this one. They still got a few minutes left. Patriots try to claw their way back, but they are trapped deep inside their own zone. With it, it's Damian Tenuta. That one off the post and up to the front. It bounces. And we got traffic up in front of the net, and whistles are going.
Parsons really stepping up here in the third period, making some huge saves on that 5-on-3 not too long ago. Is that a dead tooth?
The crown. The crown.
It's the crowd.
The face-off will be coming up to the right. Oh no, it's going to be outside. Look at that. East Coast Eagles responsible for that stoppage there, so the face-off will come out in front of the Patriots bench in the neutral zone. Hopefully some fresh legs out there. We got Carr, Turchenik, and Nick Gray, along with McDonald and Doc Gensler. Have to see who's logging minutes for these guys. And now through center. It'll be Rome with it on his backhand over the head of Kevin McDonald. Picked up by Spisak, who sets it up to the front, and it's blocked and taken away by Doc Gensler. Gensler gets hauled down from behind by Rome.
Well, 16 left to go here in the third period. A huge man advantage here for the Potomac Patriots. They scored on the last man advantage. Nick Gray from Justin Mendoza and Mr. McDonald.
Turchenik will take the face-off here on a cross-ice feed power play. They are 1 for 3 this evening.
Number 24, Aaron Rowe. 2 minutes for slashing. Rowe slashing at 4:16 on the cross-ice feed power.
Can't get cute here.
Turchenik trying to chase it down, but it's taken away by Garrity. Garrity trying to steer it up along those far boards, getting some support there. Jordan Hall finds an opening, but he couldn't get it far enough down the ice. It's cut off there by Gensler. Gensler getting away from Makarov. Gensler, plenty of open ice, but not a lot of time. Over to the far side of the blue line of the East Coast line. He dumps it in past Ziegler. Over to the near corner into no man's land. And it's cleared over to the far corner. McDonald deep inside of the play here. He's typically up top to quarterback, and he was not up top there to keep that in as it's scooped down the length of the ice. Parsons sending it over to the near side boards. And a slap there by Jordan Hall. Gensler, earlier on in this game, he did get hurt. His right wrist is what I saw him shaking earlier, and looks like Hall knows that, and he tapped that. Over the far side now and cleared all the way down the ice. Oh my goodness. Nick Gray being shadowed by Levere. 2:55 left here in the third. Patriots down by 2. Nick Gray had it stolen away from him, and Levere will send it down.
Can't get anything going here. 30 seconds left. They got to make something of this man advantage.
Parsons scooping it ahead now for Doc Gensler. Gensler across the line. Dumps it back there. Turchenik finding it in his feet. Eventually he gets away from his man. Being pressured there by Tenuta. Up top, McDonald winds up, takes a shot. Bouncer! And nobody can gun it home. And he's left wide open there along the near post, and nobody can stuff it short side as Fuller will now have it on his backhand. Not out. Kept in there, gloved out by McDonald. Beating it down low. Mikey Carr couldn't slam it in as this one's cleared out. We are back to 5-a-side hockey. His time is running out. 2:10 left here in the third. Patriots tagging it up as they are exhausted.
Nice keep.
Kept in there by Gray. He's going to have to do it by himself. Gray pulls the trigger and it goes wide. The rebound shot taken by Strykars. Bounced over his stick. Couldn't get a shot away. And now East Coast will take it out. Long over to the near side for Ricciardi. Ricciardi with some open ice here. Goes toe-to-toe with Mendoza. Drops the pass there for Bunn. Bunn taking a shot. Gerke blocked it aside. Trying to feed it along the side of the net. Trying to use the tender like Jordan Hall did for the second goal of this game, but he can't get it past the goal line there on that attempt. 1:43 left here in the third. Patriots hockey sponsored by MyTech Automotive. Got to throw them a plug. Get your car road ready for the winter roads ahead. Winter is only, 16 days away?
Something like that.
MyTechAutoInc.com. Get that appointment done. And Patriots got to get their oil changed here. So they come down to 1:35 left here in the third. They're down by 2. They're going to need a tune-up for tomorrow morning if they don't finish out here and get 2 to tie it up. Breaking it out through neutral, trying to get it to Jack Strykars. It's out of his reach. Devin Malise trying to wrangle it down, but it's corralled by Bunn. Bunn across the line, getting it around Ludman. Trying to put it on his backhand to the front. He gets crunched to the boards there. Ooh, Bunn pops Ludman from behind. Ludman fresh back into the lineup after being out with an injury. And now it's cleared up to the neutral zone, and now back in it goes. And it's a ruled an offside. Jack Strykar's tangling there with Rommel, and coaching staff's trying to figure out what's going on here. So it is going to be ruled a high stick. And the faceoff will come down into the Eagle zone, is what I'm guessing just transpired there.
Good to see you on the coaching staff for East Coast. I didn't know you multitasked, but good in the middle there.
There I am. There I am. I didn't know I was on the bench. Look at that.
Right in the middle there.
My doppelganger.
Looks good. Empty net.
And they miss it, and it'll be an icing. Turchenik yelling at the linesman.
I can't say I blame
McDonald telling him, you got to move your feet. Time is running out. 48.1 remains. They need 2. They need a miracle, Shrebs.
We've seen this. Hey, you can score 2 in 10. Why can't Potomac? Come on now. Come on now.
It's Rome, Aaron Rome on top of the puck, and he is getting punished for being on top of that puck. I don't get it. Rome is A-OK. One to the front of the net there, but it's picked off, and it'll be Ryan McDonald putting it into the protective netting, and if this were the NHL, there'd be delay a game.
It would be.
What? He didn't hit anything. Camera guy sassing me. And clear up to the blue line.
Keep.
And it's kept in, and it's pushed out on a second effort there by East Coast McDonald. Ryan McDonald going toe-to-toe with Kevin McDonald, and an open net here. And now it'll be cleared ahead by Nick Gray up for Kevin McDonald. For Turchenik. Turchenik sticking that one out of the air. Turchenik winds up, takes a shot, blocked by the Eagles. Cleared out by the Eagles, and up to the red line. Nick Gray gloving that one down. 15 seconds remains. McDonald, Kevin McDonald across the line to the far circle, feeds it to the front. Turchenik takes a shot, and Ziegler makes the save. 7.3 remains, and we got a pileup on 95. And everyone pulls off to the shoulder and exchanges information with 7.3 left here in the third.
How that pass made it through to Turchenik, I'll have no idea. Nice little saucer pass from Nick Gray, but goaltender Ziegler got over in time, made the save, and going to come out of here tonight with a win.
Well, remember, we got some Empire action on the other side, and these two teams will go toe-to-toe tomorrow morning at 9:30. Tune in here. 5 seconds remains, and nothing doing here as this one goes down the length of the ice, and no empty net goal, and that'll do it. Trems, final thoughts on this one?
You know, it was a hard-fought 2.5 periods there, but you know, it's just frustrating, and I'm sure the Pats are frustrated too. They gave them everything they could tonight. They outshot them at moments in this game. They outplayed them too. So,
well, thanks for tuning in, everybody. The victors in this one are the East Coast Eagles with a final score of 6-4, 37-31 shots in favor of the Potomac Patriots. But we'll see how things shake out in the wash for tomorrow morning in the rubber match in this one. We'll see if East Coast continues forward and sweep the weekend, or will the Patriots bounce back and keep things tied up with 22 points aside instead of down 4 points in the standings to sit in the basement just ahead of Roswell Bulldogs. Stay tuned, everybody, for Empire action on the other side. This is David Stearns for Brian Schrems, Ryan Shepard, John Baranowski, Philip Prevost, and our entire crew. Good night, everybody. We'll see you with the Empire action on the other side as the Elite Eagles defeat the Elite Patriots with a final score of 6-4 in regulation. Thank you, and don't stop believing.